facilitator in a lot of ways is the physical presence of us in the classroom. In an online class, the students never see us. They don't know how we sound in terms of our voice. They don't know any of those things. So the facilitator in a lot of ways is an extension of who we are. They're able to communicate some of the ideas that we have, some of the thoughts that we've got as far as talking to the kids as a whole. So in a lot of ways, they're us in that classroom.
Basically be that liaison in the classroom for students who have not had a lot of experiences with college classes in general.
I see ourselves as conductors, that we're trying to keep everyone in sync.
And so a large part of my role felt like preparing them for what is a college course, what is an online college course, what does that entail, how to speak to your instructor, helping them keep track of their grades. Time management was a really big deal.
I think we work together quite a bit. And so I think the lessons the students learn online are reinforced by the facilitator.
Well, one of the big challenges that I faced was distance. As I mentioned, I had students at Fort Hancock, and I make an effort to go and visit my students, at the very least once, to go ahead and give them a chance to meet me and vice versa. And that's not always easy given how far they are. As part of that, oftentimes the facilitators, as in this case with Fort Hancock, the facilitator was a coach. And so he was pulled out a couple of times to go take care of different things, and so that made arranging the visit that much harder.
This is the first time that we've met. We actually worked really well together via email and text message and telephone calls if it was necessary. So I think that's always a little bit of a challenge to gauge, you know what's okay, what's not okay.
There's two big pieces of advice I would give to a beginning dual credit facilitator. The first is to make an effort to make communication with the instructor. And so that's hit or miss as well. I mean, that certainly does happen as far as that is concerned, but make an effort to keep in constant communication with them, either through course messages in Blackboard, through email, but at the very least, let them know that you are there should they need you for something, and keep that up. Don't just do that the first couple of weeks of the semester. Make sure that you're doing that all the way through. The other piece is to be flexible. At times it is tricky. Dual credit has its moments when there are ups and downs. Textbooks, that certainly comes into play. And so your role might change a little bit as far as getting some access to textbooks for students. And that isn't always easy.
The first thing I learned is that you must always have everything prepared on day one. Materials, books. You must have conferred with your professor, know what the expectations are, so that when you deliver the expectations to the students, there is clarity.
I would definitely encourage you to expect the same from you than what you would expect the students. So check Blackboard, make sure that you know what the assignments are due, what you know when the tests are due, because if you don't know, then it kind of defeats the purpose of the facilitator.